Hello, beloveds. Thank you for joining me again to talk about ethics in our Sisterhood of the Moon tradition. I lovingly remind you that in Sisterhood of the Moon, no person who joins us, whether it be for one event or for a lifetime, need ever wonder what is expected of them here. Our community code of ethical conduct is the foundation for all of our interactions with one another. Our code is something we can always turn to when we're unsure about how to comport ourselves in community, and it helps us to be our best selves in relationship with one another. So today, let's talk about the second point. I open my heart and commit myself to compassion, peaceful exchange, cooperation, and non-violent communication with my spiritual family members and within our community. I deeply honor each person's unique individual expression of self and also actively seek the places where our beliefs and thoughts harmoniously intersect. So what does this point look like in everyday practice? I open my heart and commit myself to compassion, peaceful exchange, cooperation, and non-violent communication with my spiritual family members and within our community. This helps us to center peace, calm, and quiet reason in our interactions with one another. It reminds us to take a step back from communication when we are speaking from ego, anger, fear, or frustration. We do not attack one another here in words or in deed. For me, this means that if I find myself dwelling in a reactionary, resentful, or irritated place, if I am deeply annoyed by a member of my spiritual family, that it is time for me to completely pause our communication until I can honestly approach that person with compassion, peace, cooperation, and nonviolence, not just in my speech, but in my heart. We're all one, and yet we are all different. And sometimes the way another person expresses their individuality may rub us the wrong way. And sometimes this feeling causes us to seek out examples of how that person is wrong. I actively seek the places where our beliefs and thoughts harmoniously intersect. This point of our code reminds us to instead shift our perspective, to instead look where we are in agreement with that person, where we share a purpose and an accord with that person. And if the best we can do is to remember that in the broadest sense, we all want what is best for our community, well, that's a great place to start. I'd love to hear from you. How would you apply this part of the code to your everyday life? So please share in the comments. I am Lady Jesamyn Angelica, and I'm so grateful for this dialogue. I will be back with some information about our third point in the code next month. Blessed be.